AITA for selling the PS5 originally intended for my husband for Christmas? Info. Did you buy your husband a gift besides a console controller he couldn't use? It sounds like the gift card was a present from an impatient stranger on Craigslist. YTA, given how hard it is to get a PS5 at the moment, especially because of people scalping them, I would be pissed too if I was your husband. You sold his gift and now he will have to wait until he can buy a PS5 himself, whenever that might be. And to add salt to the wound, you told his you had one of the mythically hard to get PS5s and then sold it. YTA, you don't have his gift under the tree. Christmas gifting isn't about saving a buck, it's about giving a meaningful gift to the ones you love. Scalping is super shitty, but someone bought one from you overpriced because they wanted to put a smile on someone's face that much. You could have at least gifted him the thing and then decided with him to sell it and wait. It's honestly quite possible that your hubby won't be able to find one until like next Christmas. YTA for scalping, and you are part of the asshole scalpers problem. Your husband has every right to be upset because you ruined his present by being selfish. YTA, plan better if you're gonna scalp someone's gift. It would have been real easy to just not tell him and get the PS5 later. I guess I get why you did it, but it's kind of cruel to tell him the story of why he could have had a PS5 for Christmas but isn't. YTA for scalping. Info, what did he get you? You never should have told him, of course he'd be pissed. Info, what did your partner give you for Christmas? I completely understand why you did it, but YTA. I'm also a little bitter because I've been desperately looking for one for my boyfriend. YTA. You preyed on the desperation of someone who was trying to get something that would make them or someone they really loved happy by gamming the thing that would make your partner really happy. And for what? Greed. At that moment you decided you loved money more than your husband and put your short-term profit over his longer-term happiness. What's the point of a controller if he doesn't have the console LMAO? YTA. YTA, what you did was extremely insensitive toward your husband, and giving him a controller to a system he doesn't own is messed up because it just serves as a constant reminder. I can understand why you would want to scalp because $, but it's one of those things that you still shouldn't do. YTA for scalping and for selling his gift. They most likely won't be readily available until maybe even next Christmas. YTA. If flipping one PS5 was enough to get you out of debt, you weren't in nearly enough debt to justify such a greedy, selfish move on Christmas. And you put lemon juice in the wound by giving him a controller that's just a visual reminder of your failure and greed, and possibly worst of all, locked him into only being able to try and secure his actual PS5, because, well, you sold the one you had for him, from one retailer, who is not even doing the most frequent drops and is one of the harder ones to get a console from. $600 cash would have been better so he could try buying from PS Direct Qs or any other retailer. The best though would have been not being so selfish over maybe $500 in credit card debt, and either giving your BF the present you had gotten him, or giving him absolutely nothing to do with PS5s, because to give him a controller and this awful story, very grinchy. YTA, let me get this straight, you bought a PS5 for the regular amount, sold it online for double, paid off your credit card debt, then gave him a gift card with just a PS5 controller? Yeah, you don't sell someone's fucking gift, WTF? Plus having that PS5 controller with a gift card is rubbing salt in the wound. All of this is without mentioning that you were banking on the fact that you thought you could somehow get another PS5. Even though you knew you were lucky to get one in the first place and saw that they were selling for double online, showing that they are in high demand and in limited supply. Remember when COVID hit and people could hardly get a Switch because assholes would buy them up and then turn around and sell them for double or triple what they usually are? While you didn't initially go into it to do this, you still did the same thing as those people. Hence YTA, because scalping is fucking infuriating. YTA twice. First, you scalped, which is shitty. Second, you scalped your husband's Christmas gift, which you know he would have loved, and you told him, I bought you the hard-to-get thing you wanted, but sold it to make some money, and couldn't get another one in time, but hey, here's a gift card. It's hard to put someone in a situation where they're morally justified in actively hating a Christmas gift, but you did it. Fuck what your husband thinks, YTA, for being a scalper. Even if you didn't buy it intending to sell it, you're still a scalper. YTA, you prioritized not having to spend any money on your boyfriend's gift over him having it on Christmas. YTA. You disappointed your husband, and also made some other family pay double because you scalped it. Shame on you. Yet, YTA. Though MO not for scalping but for not thinking your plan through enough. They're going for $1,100 because no one can get them. You were extremely lucky to get one, but instead of hanging on to it, you sold it. Anyone with a little sense would have expected to not be able to find another one at retail price, because that's why they're selling for $1,100. LOL, Merry Christmas. You know that thing you really wanted? Well, I got it, flipped it for double the price on Craigslist, and now my CC debt has gone down. So, hey, race the controller, $600 on a card intended to pay for the console whenever you get the chance to purchase, and a smile. Hope you like it. That's you, and it's ridiculous. You pawned a gift to make a profit. Your initial intentions were praiseworthy, and you fucked that up by being greedy. I'd be pissed too. AITA. Good job, OP. Well. You're a scalper, and because of scalpers your husband didn't get a gift. Karma? But. YTA. YTA. Scalping aside? No, you are part of the reason that your husband didn't get one, and why so many others who actually want one can't get one. You ruined his Christmas and made another person's Christmas more expensive. YTA, greed is not in the spirit of Christmas. YTA. Scalping aside, even though scalping is such a shit move, and shame on you for taking advantage of someone during Christmas, especially this year, you had the audacity to tell him you got him a gift he really wanted and sold it for your own selfish motives instead of giving it to him. You should have never told him and just given him the gift card. It's like you were proud of ruining his Christmas, and I'm not sure why you wanted to do that. Your thoughts about scalping aside, I didn't buy it originally intending to sell it, but when I saw they were going for so much, I caved. AITA for selling the PS5 that was intended for him originally. This effectively reads: your thoughts about scalping aside, I didn't buy it intending scalp it, but when I saw they were going for so much I couldn't control my greed. AITA for scalping? Absolutely 100% YTA. You were thoughtless and greedy. This would have been the case at any time, but you went and did it at Christmas to boot. Just shameful. Yeah, you'll get it for free, but your husband won't actually be able to get his gift for a few months now. What did he get you? I think this depends entirely on your personal financials. If you're both struggling to make ends meet and you put it on a credit card to pay off and used the money you made for rent/bills/ etc., then not the AH. If you're financially stable, you're the AH. The smart move would have just been to say you couldn't get one though, and say he'd get one once they're in stock. Regarding scalping, in a few months these aren't going to be that hard to get, and I think it's more on companies undersupplying. Also, it's ridiculous to spend double or more retail price for it. There are other gifts out there. It's not like these are tickets to a limited run play or a concert, they'll still be around. YTA. YTA. You cheaped out of his gift. You should have at least given him the full $1,100.